Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Hopkins and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Hopkins' ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands. These are formal on-leash commands. We're going to also introduce the training equipment that we're using, and we're also going to be talking about the correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them. Now, Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Hopkins will come home with his very own training collar, and you'll be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, he's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Hopkins heel.
Hopkins, heel.
Now, at this point, Hopkins has a job to do, and that is to remain even with your left leg, not forging ahead or lagging behind, but staying right with you. And each time that you stop walking, he's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So when you're walking down the street, the dog is walking next to you nicely, and each time you stop your feet, whether it's to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, he's been taught to sit automatically to wait for his next command.
Stay.
The next command that we're demonstrating is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command. It is a self-control command. So you want to lengthen out your time and your distance. Start out with about 30 seconds, working up to 3 minutes, and practice indoors as well as outdoors. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him, returning all the way back around to where they started. That's an extra distraction, and they take off heeling again. Your heel is such a valuable command because so many people complain, I can't comfortably walk my dog. He's dragging me down the street. And this exercise is designed for exactly that, proper leash walking. So that taking him for a walk is a pleasure. And he's not walking you.
Stay.
Rich leaves him in another sit, stay.
No, stay.
Now he went to lay down, and Rich told him no, stay, and pulled up on the leash. That was the correction. This time, instead of returning all the way back around to him, Rich is going to call him.
Hopkins, up.
The command is Hopkins, come, and he comes right in front and sits facing Rich's knees instead of jumping all over him.
Good boy.
Great job. He gets lots of praise for that. And they will demonstrate that recall exercise again for you. So Rich leaves him in a sit stay.
Stay.
And like I said, we do recommend
Stay.
that you practice these exercises indoors as well as outdoors. If you're looking for indoor manners, you want to practice indoors.
Hopkins, heel.
Everybody likes outdoor manners, so their dog's well behaved in public, so practice outdoors. Off they go, heeling, beautiful heeling skills. Staying right with Rich. Sitting automatically when he stops. Now this time, we're going to demonstrate for you the down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you use your left open palm, straight down toward the ground, and the one-word firm command to down and stay. Your long down stay, practice right in the living room. It's a great exercise for developing self-control and maturity. When Rich returns back to him, he will return to him just as he did on the sit stay, going all the way back around to heel. Now he was getting a little goofy, so Rich heeled him right out of that.
Down. Stay. Stay.
And he demonstrated that again for you. This time he'll call Hopkins out of that exercise. And as you become more familiar with your exercises, you're going to be able to mix them up. And tomorrow during your training session, we'll be teaching you how to put these into practical application in your home. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a distance.
Stay.
Rich leaves him in a sit-stay
Down.
and uses his right hand to give the command and drops him into a down from a distance. And again, with this command, you'll be able to lengthen out your distance and your time. So we have demonstrated for you Hopkins healing, his automatic sits, his sit-stay, his down stay, and his come. These are the formal obedience commands that Hopkins learned while he's been here with us at school. Again, we're going to be answering any questions that you have tomorrow during your follow-up training session. We've enjoyed having him, and thank you so much for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.